Welcome to the Vortex, the Time Vortex. This is Shadow Time! More Shadow here for another episode of Gravity Rush 2, and I am back on the not-so-good side with the computer, because, well, I'm in a rush. And let's see. That's my next mission. Whee! There's the main mish. I want this side mish over here, though. I kind of want to get back to everyone in Bunga, because I'm a little worried. But 3 years out, wow, that's amazing. I wonder if there's a time differential between the two. What's up, Chaz? Something bothering you? Well, I'm in charge of training all the new recruits. But there's one trainee who hasn't shown up. He hasn't even checked in. Maybe he just overslept. Say, Kat, would you mind undertaking the training instead? Why me?
See.
I want someone who can give me objective feedback on my training program. Though I'm sure I'll be far too basic for someone like you. Training does sound kinda boring. Tell you what. Do me this favor and I'll treat you to dinner. Okay, you hooked me. And hey, it's my civic responsibility to help the police, right? Thank you. Okay, let's head over to the training site.
See.
Let's begin the training. Right after I clear the smudges from my glasses. There we go. Please don't use your gravity powers so we can simulate the experience of a normal recruit.
Okay.
Yep, no problem.
Okay.
Just yes. Will do. Now that you're a recruit, you have to act like one. He's taking this a little seriously. First is training your photographic memory. This is important for building concentration and memory skills.
See.
But before we start, break the box.
Oh?
You want me to break box? Ow. It exploded!
See.
It's rigged to explode if you make a mistake. In a real investigation, mistakes can be the difference between life and death. I need recruits to understand that, not just with their mind, but with their body.
Booyah!
But that's dangerous!
Annoying.
I've ensured the gunpowder isn't enough to kill anyone. And if you want to avoid the pain, all you have to do is answer correctly. The training program is a little extreme.
Boom.
Alright, let's begin. Training your photographic memory. I'll hand you a picture, try to remember everything about it. When you're ready, let me know and I'll ask you a few questions. If you can answer 3 in a row, you pass the test. Okay, I see a man sitting down, a woman waving with a purse on her left arm, another gentleman in the background with his arms crossed, a police officer standing in the foreground, possibly clapping, and it looks like a train station behind everyone. Here's the first question.
What?
Who was on the rightmost side of the picture? It was this man sitting down. Now, for the second question.
Would you?
Who was second closest to the front in the picture? Well, that would be the police officer, would it not? Because the guy sitting down on the right was the closest. And now, the third and final question.
Oishi?
Who was clapping in the picture? That was the police officer again. I even said possibly clapping. Because she was waving. You answered everything correctly. Awesome! I passed!
See.
Alright, let's move on to the next training challenge. Chaz, don't be in such a rush. Where's my praise for doing a good job?
Really?
Training is part of the job. Passing the test is a requirement. Motivation should be an important part of the job, too.
Raphael.
Next up, we need to train your situational awareness to help with controlling criminals. A little fight, eh? I should act the part. Ace this part.
See.
My fellow officers will be playing the part of some criminals you need to knock out. But before that, I need you to break that box. Oh, another box?
Larry.
Yes, please. I knew it!
Larry.
More boxes like that. One will be scattered across. More boxes like that. One will be scattered across the field. You are to assume they're citizens. Avoid collateral damage. Fine, but why do the citizens have to explode?
See.
It's a police officer's first duty to protect citizens. It's important to remember that. Not just with the mind, but with the body. Chaz is going a little overboard. I feel bad for his trainees.
See.
Let's begin the situational awareness training. Take out the bad guys without hurting the civilian boxes. If you destroy 3 or more boxes, or if you leave the fighting area, you fail. Yay! I did it! They're all knocked out cold!
Really?
Consider that a practice round. The next fight is the real deal.
Seaweed.
Okay. Yay! There, that's all of them. Am I done now?
Really?
No, the next fight is the real deal. Wait, you just said about the last fight.
Fuchira.
An officer must be ready to push to the limit and then push some more. That's how we grow. It's just like weight training. In other words, painful. Okay, that worked. I thought there was more guys. You passed with flying colors, Cat.
I did? Finally, some praise after all this time.
See.
Okay, let's move to the site for the next lesson. I didn't hit a single box. Well, other than the one at the start that he told me to kick.
Boom.
We're here to train your character judgment skills. The goal is to train your attentiveness and assessment skills to aid in criminal prevention.
やっと
That's fine, but I'm not breaking any more boxes.
Adoe.
How many times do I have to tell you enough with the explosions?
失礼だ。
If you fail to spot the suspect, the box will explode as it did just now. As an officer, if you don't stop crime before it starts, an innocent citizen gets hurt. Officers have to understand that, not just with their minds, but with their bodies.
I'm starting to think Chaz just likes explosions.
Yeah, me too.
ラフェル。
Let's begin the character judgment training. Police officers playing suspicious people are coming this way. Stand on the box and capture them with your camera before it's too late.
See.
If you can get a clear picture of their face, you're fine. But if the suspect gets close to you, you fail. Oh, God. I accidentally took a picture.
Rainbow.
I got the picture. That was pretty straightforward.
ウィリー。
That's because it was practice, and there was only one criminal.
Oh?
See.
Next, there will be two. Get both of their pictures. It's him. I'm like, how many pictures of this guy do I have to take?
おう。
You passed.
マルトは
Not bad, huh?
ボン。
Next, there will be four.
What, now they're going exponentially?
See.
Don't let any of them slip through. Capture them all on film.
Yay!
Oh.
You pass. You got all their pictures.
Hee, doesn't this mean I've passed all your tests?
This training must be too easy. I need to step it up to unlock an officer's potential. What?
ウィリー。
Oh, nothing. Your training's not done.
プーメト
I'm done with this. No more training. No more explosions.
アド
I think I've been nice until now, but it's time I spoke my mind. You're too obsessed with all this and too hard on your trainees. That trainee who didn't show up had the right idea if he values his life.
うや
And what's with that training box shaking right there? Another explosion?
ウィリー。
I didn't rig it with explosives.
If it wasn't you, then...
It's Nevi. Urg! Or his trainee.
There was a person inside.
お
You're the trainee who didn't show up. Are you okay? What happened? Ugh.
リジェット
Training's over, Cat. Get this man to the hospital, quick. The
The
person we found in the box was the police rookie I was standing in for. He was admitted to the hospital with serious injuries, but we still have no idea how he ended up in the box, and in all the excitement, Chaz forgot to treat me to dinner. I saw the black stuff on his legs. Look like Nevi. I wonder if he's infected. That was weird. It's not a main quest though, so odd. Swallow in the mirror looks like it's next. But to be safe, I was gonna say, let's check to make sure there's no more other side missions. Honestly, I didn't think it was going to give me another side mission so quickly. So it looks like I'm heading over here for Training Day Part 2. I honestly thought I was going to fly him to the hospital. There we go. Cat, thank you for the other day.
やっと
Is that training we found in the box? Trainee we found in the box okay?
シウィ
Yes, he's back on his feet and back at work. I just checked in on him over at the police warehouse.
Did you ever figure out how he ended up in the crate?
I was hoping to get an answer from him, but he doesn't remember anything that happened that day. It's obvious he didn't want to end up in that box.
ポン
We had to get to the bottom of this. Have to get to the bottom of this. There's a possibility that it's all part of a bigger crime.
Got it. And I'm guessing you'll hit a bit of a roadblock in your investigation.
I see.
Oh,
Boss, what are you doing here? Chaz, I know you feel responsible for that rookie. He was your trainee after all. But you're letting your desire to solve the case cloud your judgment. You've been working hard to fill Sid's shoes ever since he vanished. But you're too close to this incident to remain objective. You're trying to keep a level head, I get it. But you know and I know that's not possible.
would you?
You should leave this case to me and the little lady here.
スイ
You're right, boss. All right. It's in your capable hands.
That must be the police warehouse.
Right.
The first part of any good investigation is fact-finding. Getting more information out of our rookie victim is the first step. Then, don't forget to question who might be involved.
Yes, sir! Looks like I got roped back into helping the police. Though it's nice to have a real case to solve instead of that training stuff.
The rookie.
ロキセ
You're the detective who was in the crate.
Sorry to bother you so soon after your recovery, but we have a few questions.
Sure.
I wish I could answer them, but I don't remember anything.
やっと
What's the last thing you do remember?
Well, I remember being in the supply warehouse.
See.
Maybe we should go have a look around the warehouse then.
Okay.
Lead on, rookie.
See?
Right this way.
There's a lot of stuff packed in here.
Roger.
Yeah. This is the warehouse where we keep anything we might need.
Would you?
You work here?
See?
Yes, I manage the warehouse's inventory.
ラジレシ
Do you remember what you were doing on the day of the incident?
Need more.
Just the usual inventory, but I do remember a whack on the head and everything going black.
Hold up.
This whole thing reeks of foul play. Someone probably went into the warehouse and whacked you on the head. The rebels have been getting bolder. Could be their doing. They jump at any chance they could get to hurt the police.
Okay.
Alright, let's move on. Find the truth. People to talk to. Information. Captain Bulldozer.
Oh.
Relax, son. We're just here to ask about the crate case. Little lady, this officer is another rookie assigned to the warehouse.
What?
Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary? Well, the crate inventory didn't add up.
ラビホ
What? That sounds like a big deal.
You're telling me the internal affairs inspector was breathing down my neck about it.
Really?
But come on, people make mistakes, you know. No need to make a stink about it.
Something tells me this guy is not promotion material.
Rafi.
Missing crates? That must be a clue. We can't discount the misappropriation. There could be a conspiracy to keep the rookie quiet.
Okay.
Alright, let's move on.
What are you doing here? That warehouse is off limits to non-police personnel.
Okay.
This little lady is a primary investigator on the crate case. Captain Bulldozer! You're looking into my brother's case?
Huh?
Brother?
The
The victim was my older brother. We're both in the police force. I just dropped by to check on the warehouse.
Hey, you two are famous in the department. You both come from a long line of respective officers. As I recall, you graduated academy and entered the force before your brother. Since then, you've been working as an internal affairs inspector.
Would you?
Just between us, that must make your job a little difficult.
Not at all. I make it a point never to talk police work with my brother.
おお
So you two don't see each other outside of work much? Oh no, we see each other all the time. We both still live with our parents. Have you noticed anything different about your brother lately then? Well, he didn't come home the night before the incident. It was the first time we ever spent the night outside without calling us.
Oh.
Then I think it's safe to assume the rookie went missing the night before his training day. Whoever did this could have been targeting the family.
Okay.
Alright, let's move on.
I don't get it why the rookie was stuffed in a crate.
Sui.
It does seem like we're out of leads. I can't believe I let this happen to one of my trainees. Don't worry, I'll solve the case on my name. Solve the case or my name is not Bulldozer. I hate to admit it, but the perpetrator could be someone jealous of Chaz.
Okay.
Let's keep looking into this.
Potato.
I think we've got enough information. According to the inspector, the rookie went missing the day before the training. The rookie mentioned getting whacked on the back of the head in the warehouse.
Don't forget about the missing crate.
Should we?
That might be enough to go on.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on to the next step of our investigation.
Okay.
I've gathered everyone involved. First, the victim, a rookie with the Force.
Sui.
Yeah, that's me. Next, the other warehouse guard. That would be me. And the Internal Affairs Inspector's brother of the victim. How am I involved? I just dropped by to check on the warehouse. Fine, if it helps, I'm in. Lieutenant Chaz will need whatever information you've managed to gather.
Sui.
Sure thing, boss.
Okay.
Okay, little lady better get started with the questioning.
Why me?
Sui.
I can't question them and watch their reactions at the same time.
But La Lady.
Are you saying the criminal is one of these 3 officers?
Si.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Figure out which one is up to you. Just ask anything that's on your mind. Hit on the head. You're guilty. Day before training. What were you doing? I was working the warehouse with him the day of the incident. We didn't need to prepare anything for training until the next morning. So I left early and went back to the dorm to catch some sleep before the training.
Oh.
I'm sure the people back at the dorm can verify your alibi.
Tila.
Say, Captain Bulldoza, why didn't we run into each other that day? The day before training?
Oh.
Yeah, you're right. I came by to drop off some paperwork. But I had a little too much to drink.
On the job?
I know it.
No, after the job. I don't remember that night. But I do remember a horrible stomachache the next day.
Ibu.
That's all we need to hear about that.
Si.
So the rookie and the guard were both registered for Chaz's training program. Would that mean that the guard is the last one to see the rookie before the incident? I've got a hunch, little lady.
Would you?
Don't you think something suspicious about Chaz's training? I'm not done talking to you.
Sui.
I was supposed to join Chaz's training program, too. We wanted to prepare for it, so we arranged to meet before. When he didn't show up, I went on alone. The rookie was already missing, so I had to prepare everything for training on my own. I made a few mistakes, and Lieutenant Chaz rode me for them. To make up for it, the lieutenant decided to double my training load. Sorry, man.
Jujula.
Hula.
The missing crate? Not you two. The inspector just got done writing me for that.
Puleola.
He got that upset?
Boy, did he ever. It's not like we were missing that much. Just a little here and a little there, but he really took it out on us.
Si.
You weren't in charge of inventory. You were in charge of inventory. Taking a little here and there hardly sounds like the work of a big-time thief. I still think he's guilty.
Shaju?
About this whole incident, I think Chaz's training regiment might have something to do with it.
Would you?
What are you implying?
Sui.
I've had doubts about your training program in the past, and we've received claims that the program is unfairly intense.
I know it.
An officer is only as good as the training they receive.
18.
If they can't handle training, how are they going to handle things out in the field? What about you? What would you know about what it's like out there?
Okay.
Calm down, Chaz. Remember, he is an inspector. And I think we can all agree your training program is intense. But that's just Chaz's way of trying to fill the void Sid left behind. Chaz is a smart thinker and a hard worker. Heck, his hard work is the reason I've got nothing to do all day but sit at my desk.
Sounds like there's an issue inside the police department.
I've got a hunch, little lady.
Would you?
Do you think something suspicious about Chaz's intensity?
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy, Lieutenant, Chaz's training program is a nightmare. He'd always ride me, make me stay after for further training.
Would you?
We hated training, didn't we? Someday all that training will save your butt out in the field. What? Never mind, it's nothing. Oh, that's, well, what's wrong? Nothing at all. He's acting funny. Good work, little lady. I wonder. Felt the pain rushing through my head when it happened. It still hurts.
Wow, look at that big bump.
Be more.
If someone whacked him from behind, they're probably bigger than the victim.
Not necessarily. Could they just use a big stick or something?
Oh!
Hey, you're right. I didn't think of that. If we can find a weapon, it would help our investigation. A missing crate? I don't know a thing about it.
Why are you so nervous?
Okay.
I think you know where it is. No way.
Louder.
Permission to request for any and all equipment leaving the warehouse. There's no way a rookie could just walk off with it.
See.
Guess not.
Oh.
I was an explosive crate short for training, so I asked the rookie to bring one.
See.
I miscounted when preparing the crates. That was my fault. But that would mean the other rookie was in the crate the whole time. So you hauled the crate with the rookie stuffed inside out of the training site.
See.
I guess so. Come to think of it, it was a little on the heavy side. I grabbed it from the usual place, so I didn't think twice about it. The rookie was in the explosive crate meant for Chaz's training program. And the guard worked at the warehouse is the one who brought it to the training site. I still think of the guard's guilty. I've got a hunch, little lady. Don't you think something suspicious about the training crates? We were storing crates with explosives for training in the warehouse. It was my job to haul crates out of the training site. And the rookie was in one of them? Did you notice anything strange when you were hauling crates? Strange? Well, now that you mention it, there was glass all over the warehouse floor that morning.
Toro.
Glass? Did someone break in through one of the windows?
Annoy.
Doubtful. Gorgish patrolled the area around the warehouse, and I didn't see any signs of an intruder on the grounds.
Oh.
Oh, I see. Glass on the warehouse floor. I've got a hunch, little lady.
Would you?
Don't you think something suspicious about the glass? Is there even a broken window?
See?
Yeah, there was glass on the warehouse floor that day. I cleaned it up right away. Heck, I just figured it was someone being careless.
やっと
Careless?
リモア
It might be related to the case.
ジョジョ
You seem like the person to talk to. Missing crate. Glass all over the floor.
OK
You might have been trying to get your brother out of the training, who knows. Sounds like you can't handle your job very well. Sorry, sir! You can lecture him about taking responsibility after we wrap this case up. Glass? Now that you mention it, the doctor said he removed glass from my clothing.
Huh?
Glass in your clothing?
See
This is a shard he found. Is that beer bottle?
Oh
It's tainted and it's curved a bit. I doubt it came from a window.
Oh.
It looks like a piece from a Mazeltov cocktail bottle. The glass I found on the floor looked like that.
What?
A Mazeltov cocktail?
See
No mistake. I remember sweeping up the bottle's warning label. Glass all over the floor. And in the rookie's clothes. I think we're getting close to the answer. Got a hunch, little lady.
Would you?
You think someone's suspicious about the empty Mazeltov bottle?
What?
Empty Mazeltov cocktail bottle? Never seen such a thing.
See
No. I guess you wouldn't, not being out in the field.
Would you?
I believe Lieutenant Chaz is in charge of hazardous materials. Be sure to make a note of his failing.
See
Go right ahead. I accept full responsibility. Oh, it's just an empty bottle. Not like it could start a fire or anything. Seems like the inspector's got a bone to pick with Chaz. Can't ask him anything.
Raphael
An empty Mazeltov cocktail bottle. Well, we do use Molotov cocktails in training, but we always leave the bottles in the crates.
Oh
So someone went into the warehouse and took the bottles out. But what happened to the stuff inside?
やっ
And the bottle was found broken on the floor. So did someone remove the explosive contents, then break it?
See
It would seem so, but that doesn't make much sense. No, not if the criminal was after the explosives. And why would they go breaking the bottle and leaving evidence like that?
イブ
Sounds like we still need more information.
See
Sure, we have Molotov cocktails in the warehouse.
OK
Let's check it out.
See
This is one of the bottles. Wait.
Oh.
What is it, boss? I've seen this bottle before.
Oh
Alright! I remember thinking it was booze and taking a sip.
面白
You what?
Raphael
I was on my way home from the bar and wanted one last nip before calling it a night. So I dropped by the warehouse to see if anything would fit the bill.
イブ
I thought those bottles were filled with drinking alcohol.
Boy, did I pay for my mistake. My stomach was wrecked the next day.
ラジレシ
What did you do with the bottle?
Out of shock, I tossed it.
Well, now that we know where the glass on the floor came from,
Limoa
Sounds like I'm the one to blame for that. I guess I did have a little too much to drink.
Raphael
Ugh.
What's wrong?
We didn't figure out what was used to attack the rookie, or why he was stuffed into the crate in the first place. Still trying to figure out how he was stuffed into the crate.
Yeah.
I think we've reached a dead end. There's nothing else we can do.
You're not giving up, are you? I'll find that criminal, trust me. I'm gonna ask him about the empty bottle.
Something tells me I think I figured this out.
車上
Alright, now we know why there was glass on the floor. But why was glass found in the rookie's clothing?
You got me.
Roll.
I was there after hours, so there shouldn't have been anyone else there. Oh!
What?
Nothing. Something seems off.
車上
Sweet.
I guess I can't blame you for the glass. Everyone makes mistakes, sir. Thank you for your understanding.
Okay.
Captain Bulldozer, please submit an inventory report as soon as you go back to HQ. Fine. Talk to you about it now. So Captain Bulldozer, behind the glass on the floor. Seems unfair for everyone to be coming down on me then. Sorry about that. It's your fault for leaving bottles laying around on the floor.
Love it.
Strange, we usually keep the bottles packed away in the crates.
Would you?
What did you expect would happen with a bottle lying around?
Probably not that someone would pick it up off the floor and drink it.
Ptira.
So the broken glass doesn't have anything to do with the case.
Lis-moi.
Well, why was the bottle taken from the crate in the first place?
Si.
That is strange.
A missing crate, an explosive bottle. There must be related.
車上
Alright, now we know why there was glass on the floor. It was glass found in the rookie's clothing.
You got me.
Roll.
It was there after hours, so there shouldn't have been anywhere else there. Oh!
What?
Nothing. He's acting really weird all of a sudden.
車上
Well, what's wrong? Nothing at all. He's acting funny. Good work, little lady. I almost feel like he stuffed himself in the crate, maybe. It seems like he wanted to frame the other guy. But why would he try to frame his brother, too?
車上
I was shocked when I heard my brother got attacked. We come from a proud family of officers. He should have been more vigilant.
Would you?
Don't be too hard on your brother. He could have really been hurt.
Sibling rivalry feels like I've seen something like this before. Chaz, what's wrong?
Sui.
We know now the story behind the glass on the floor. And we know glass was found in the rookie's clothes. So if the rookie's assailant was wielding the bottle, that means...
Okay.
Hey now, you're not about to point the finger at me, are you? The bottle's my fault, but there was no one else in the warehouse when I was there.
Maybe the criminal was trying to pin the crime on Bulldozer. That could have been the one to put the glass in the rookie's clothes.
Love it.
Who would assault him? Such a nice guy. I can't imagine anyone hating him.
He does seem pretty nice.
Doesn't seem like he has any enemies, does it?
Chiaju? Spinella!
Want to know who did it.
You do?
There was glass in the rookie's clothes, right?
Oui.
Yeah?
Rafi.
You don't mean...
The day before the incident, you were scouring the warehouse for booze. You found a Molotov cocktail and mistook it for liquor, popped it open. When you took a sip, you realized your mistake and, in surprise, tossed the bottle. The bottle flew off and hit the rookie in the back of the head, maybe?
You had me going until you threw it through in that maybe. I did throw a bottle, but I threw it after hours when no one else was in the warehouse.
やっと
Oh?
チャージュ
Alright, now we know why there was glass on the floor. But when the glass found in the rookie's clothing... You got me.
Run.
I was there after hours, so there shouldn't have been anyone else there. Oh,
What? Nothing.
I think I've pulled everything I can so far.
クレビーラーおっしゃ
You're acting way too odd.
See?
That should be enough. Footsteps, someone coming. I've got to hide. Heck, oh, that's what I need. Gah, what the heck is this? Oh, ugh.
Oh, Shui?
クレビーラーおっしゃ
Rookie is behind all of this.
I'm sorry.
Hold on.
What?
Need more.
I couldn't bear another day of Chaz's training. I thought if he didn't have the explosives, he'd have to cancel the training. So I hid in the warehouse after work and started throwing the explosives away.
Oh!
That's why the inventory was off.
See?
On the day before training, while I was draining the explosives, I heard someone coming. So I dropped the bottle and hid in the empty crate.
Oh.
Those footsteps must have been me. That explains the unopened bottle I found, too.
Putira.
You opened the bottle, drank it,
Oh.
and was so shocked by the taste I threw it.
See?
I was peeking out of the crate when you did,
ロキセ
And that's how the bottle hit the rookie's head.
See?
I must have lost consciousness in the crate,
Rafi.
and the bottle must have broken after hitting the floor, causing some of the glass to fly up and land in his clothes. And I hauled the crate with him in it out to the training ground. All of this just to get out of training, really? You finally get accepted into the police force and this happens?
Shui.
Sorry, I know. I screwed up. Family? I'm sorry too. I guess my training program is a little severe.
That's an understatement.
Should have said that out loud.
See?
Don't take it so hard. You were just thinking about what was best for the trainees.
Oh, Shui?
I understand wanting out of training, but running is not the answer.
Oh.
And you, Inspector, you need to cut people a little slack.
Really?
But you know your brother thinks the world of you. He was always going on about how proud he was of you. He was?
Okay.
Well, that wraps up the case. Let's go celebrate and make up with a drink.
And so the crate case was finally solved. Not being able to drink myself, I stayed behind and had a chance to reflect on the case. The more I thought... But there he went, wrapped up in the case, but suggesting alcohol to smooth things over. Too fast.
Well. Now this looks like a wonderful spot. I do hope you enjoyed this episode. Wow, that ended up being longer than expected on the second part, but a lot of that was, investigation and such. If you did, leave a like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next episode. As for now, this is Strato, Time Lord Strato, signing out.